How's it going, guys? Steven here, back with another video, and in this one I want to show you how you can sign more clients using your website in 3 simple steps. So just for some context, what we do, I operate a marketing agency here in North Vancouver, flexwebdesign.ca, and we do exactly this. We help service-based businesses assign more clients, higher paying clients with their website, or they don't pay us, right? And so it just goes to show you that what I'm about to tell you in this video and the steps that I'm going to go through are things that we implement for our clients on a daily basis, and it gets them great results, okay? And so getting this started right off the bat, your website is such a powerful tool and it's often underutilized, right? Typically, companies will come to us and they operate mainly off of word of mouth and referrals, and so they don't think that they need to do too much with their website. While the website isn't intended to get them the leads, there's absolutely a time and a place to optimize your website in a sales process where your customers and leads are coming from word of mouth and referrals. And so I'm just going to give you kind of a high level overview of the sales process of our typical clients before they start working with us, so that it'll kind of resonate with you and you kind of see your business from a 30,000 foot view, right? So typically what happens is you do work for a client, you do great work for them, they tell other people about you, and then those other people, they might have the same problems and they think, oh, I remember this guy or this business that did great work for my friend, and so I'm gonna look them up online, right? So they look them up online, they look up your business name, find your business profile, maybe read some of your reviews, and then click on your website, right? So even if you have referrals and word of mouth customers, they're coming through your website, right? And that's the first impression they're getting of your business, right? If you think of it like that. You want to find out more about what you do, how you're different, right? What that process is going to look like if they want to hire you on. And so that's what we go through in this video. So if you want to sign more of these clients using your website, this video is absolutely for you. The first step, or even before we get into optimizing your website, is you got to define who your clients are, or what clients do you want to be getting, right? That's the first step. You got to define it. So a lot of the times you'd be surprised, companies will come to us and they don't even know who their ideal customers are. They don't even have demographics on their customer base, because typically what happens is, you start your business, it gets some traction, and then you get busy and you don't even have time to sit back and really do some research on who your customers are, right? And who your ideal clients are. And in a B2B scenario, what does that look like, right? Well, it's finding out what is their own customer base, right? What are they looking for? What is your client looking to, what problems are they looking to solve, right? What is their yearly revenue? Find out all the information you can about them, so that when it comes to optimizing your website, optimizing your marketing, you're able to create a much more effective strategy for closing more of them, because you're able to know exactly where they're at and what needs they have. So that being said, once you know all this information, it's time to optimize your website. So the first thing you want to do on the site to be able to sign more clients is tell them what you do, right? So again, go back to that story of what happens in your sales process. They look you up online, right? They find your website, they're going through your website, they want to know what happens next. You want to tell them what you do, and not just explain your services and the technical things behind them. They don't want to know about your fancy equipment, your fancy software that you use to fulfill their needs. They want to know how you can solve their problem, right? And so people just want their problem solved. They don't need the technical story behind what you do. They just know that, hey, my AC machine is broken, I need someone to fix this. That's all they know, right? Most of the time. And so if you can communicate their dream outcome on your website, rather than just blabbering on about your services, you will get more reach outs, because customers will see that you understand their needs. And so this is a big topic that we're going to come back to throughout the rest of this video, which is informing your prospect, right? Even if you operate mostly off of word of mouth and referrals, you want to have the most informed prospect before they come to you, so that your sales process with them after they reach out from the website is so much more efficient. It's optimized and systematized, so that you're saving time and you're closing a higher percentage of those clients, okay? So that's the first part, telling them what you do and explain how you're gonna achieve their dream outcome. The second thing, show them what makes you different, right? I kind of like this image here. It might not be the most representative of what I'm trying to get across, but focus on the clones, right? Typically what happens is people will be searching up different brands and different companies. And so their website they all look like clones, right? Because their website looks the same. Maybe it's old, right? It's got the same kind of look and feel to it. So you want to show them on your website how you're different, right? So don't be like this clown. Maybe be a little bit happier, be a little bit more colorful, right? So at the end of the day, whether your clients are referrals or not, they're comparing you to other businesses, right? Even if they're referrals and word of mouth clients. And so if somebody has a terrible website, terrible online presence, you're going to get beat out by competitors who have better brands online, better social proof. I'm going to show you how you can do this on your own website, right? So show how you're different. This can be accomplished, right, just by having a clean, professional, and up-to-date website, because most don't. That's just the reality of it. So you can also share pictures of your team, showing that you're friendly, you're reputable, you're personable, right? And show pictures of your client work, okay? This shows that you're both friendly and competent, okay? You can see here. So your social proof is absolute gold, right? It shows your prospects, it shows your referrals and word of mouth customers that you've done work like this in the past, right? For other people, you've solved their problems. Going back to this, right? You've shown that you can achieve other people's dream outcomes just like themselves, okay? And because of that, they're so much more likely to reach out to you. Another way here is to have a clear brand image on your website, right? Use a logo and branding colors consistently throughout the site. Higher paying clients, better clients that are going to be more satisfied with your services, and they just want their problems solved, right? They're not going to be a pain in the butt to your business. They want to hire on a brand. And the thing that's interesting about this is it also applies to talent and skilled labor. The best workers, the most talented workers for your service-based business, they want to be part of a brand, something that's bigger than themselves, a company that has a vision and real values, right? If you have a bad online presence that doesn't communicate your brand, doesn't show that you do great work and care about your customers, you're going to attract crappy talent, right? And that's just the hard truth. And the third thing, and this is a very, very important one that most people get wrong, is tell your prospects what to do next if they're interested. So this is your call to action on the website, the third and final step. And so a lot of the times what happens is our clients will come to us and their website kind of does these first two things okay, maybe somewhat well, but most do not do this at all. And if you don't have a clear call to action, you don't explain the next steps in your sales process with your customers, it makes the other two essentially redundant. I'm going to kind of show you why here. So people don't just know what to do next, right? When they come onto your website, even if they're referrals, they don't just know what happens next in your sales process if they aren't told, right? And if they aren't told, they'll just call you or like fill out the form on your website, and it kind of makes the sales process a little bit more sloppy, right? So explaining the next steps to customers gives them clarity and systematizes your sales process. So you're saving time, right, and effort. So you don't have to deal with uninformed customers as a result of your poor website, right? What happens when your customers are ill-informed, they don't have information on what happens next in the sales process, is you might have a consistent process in place, but if they don't know what that is, they might get thrown a curveball because you do things differently than other companies, right? And because of that, they're probably going to be less likely to work with you and hire you on as a company for them, right? So what does this look like? Your call to action buttons on the site should be descriptive and tactical. So instead of saying something like contact us or book now or email, even, like that's a really terrible one that I see sometimes, say things like apply to work with us or book a free 30-minute consultation, right? You get the idea here. So it's telling the person when they click this button, what happens next, right? They're applying to work with you or they're booking a free 30-minute consultation. And so this is not all. This is not the last step. When they get to the directed page, right? So it's probably a contact page or a landing page. You should have clear instructions for what happens next. So this is where you talk about your sales process. So this is an example here. Fill out the form to apply to work with us. After you submit the form, you'll get sent an email with a few dates and times for a free 30-minute discovery call with one of our sales associates. Boom. Simple, tactical. It tells them what to do. Fill out the form. After they submit the form, they're going to get sent this, and this is going to happen. And, they're not going to get thrown any curveballs in the sales process because they know what happens, right? They're informed. Example 2, fill out the form to book a free consultation. After you submit the form, we'll personally give you a call within 24 hours to book your free in-person consultation. At the consultation, we'll do a thorough needs assessment so we can provide you with the best custom solution, right? You get the idea now. It's as simple as this, but most people don't do it because they don't even know where to start and they don't know what to improve about their website, right? And so if you don't do this, if you fail to do this, again, what's going to happen is your customers are not going to be, they're not going to have that know-how about your sales process and what your steps are, what your unique process is for fulfilling their needs and onboarding them as a client, right? And because of that, they're going to have a lot of questions that you could have just answered simply by putting a few sentences together about what happens next. Those are the 3 steps for signing more clients, a higher percentage of your clients through your website. And so I'll go over them again quickly so you kind of have it all wrapped together in one simple piece. So first, before you even start, find out who your clients are. What is the ideal client for you? What do they look like? Where are they located? What is their demographic information, right? Number 1, tell them what you do, right? Explain your services, but don't just talk about yourself and your own business and the processes behind your services and the technical things, right? Techno babbling is kind of what you call it. Tell them how you're going to solve their problem, right? Explain what their dream outcome is, that dream solution, and how you're going to get there, right? Doing this, it's going to make them feel heard as a client, and they're going to be much more inclined to reach out to you. Because of that, you're going to sign a higher percentage of them. Number 2, show them what makes you different, right? Don't just have the same website as every other business, right? Like all these clones here. You want to have yours be different. Show your social proof, show images of yourself and of your brand so that you can attract the best customers and sign more of them, right? Number 3, tell them what the next steps are if they're interested. Have good calls to action that call out your prospects. Tell them what the next steps are so that they're not left with any questions when they reach out to you on your website. You're saving time in your sales process and closing a higher percentage of your reach outs. Finally, you got the tools now. You know what to do, right? It's up to you to implement them. They're simple, but most people just don't do them because they don't even know where to start. And so you're going to have that much more edge over your competitors if you just implement these simple steps, right? Again, if you implement these things, let me know. Comment down below what your initial thoughts are and if you even implemented these things and you're getting results. And if you want to work with us, go to our website, flexwebdesign.ca, fill out the form, book a call with us, and we'll chat about your business. Catch you in the next one.